All right, how to fill your church with people without compromise or feeling slimy. And I got 10 ways here to show you how to get people in the door. Coming up here on the Better Sundays podcast at reachkeep.com. Welcome to the Better Sundays podcast. Focused, practical, and usable advice for church leaders looking to reach new young families and impact their community. Hey, I got so excited recording this podcast that we went way longer than we normally do, so I split it in half, and this is part 2. The rest of things, and you'll get your bonus here at the very end. Don't forget, we got a number 10 is the best, and then number 11 is actually the super bonus, so make sure you stick with us to the end. So thank you so much. Great thing, and it's just the special invite card. Let's go to number 6, 7, and 8, okay? All of these are related because they all have to do with social media. And if you need to learn more about how to do some of this, you can join our academy, or you can watch some of our videos that we have done online. But I'm going to talk first of all, number 6 is to actually run what we call Facebook ads, a paid advertisement on Facebook. I know there's a lot of other platforms out there, but Facebook is king when it comes to ads and it comes to community involvement, especially for young families. A lot of people do their shopping and marketplace and a lot of different things. They're still connected with Facebook. They use, it's kind of interesting, they use Snapchat, a lot of other TikTok. They use a lot of that for social stuff, for kind of putting their stuff out. But when they're looking, when they're looking for stuff, they go to Facebook and the marketplace and some of that. So Facebook ads are extremely powerful and they're very inexpensive to run. And we have a whole video on how to do all that. You can look around on our our YouTube page. We do have some of that there. Or again, we do some training in the academy on exactly how to do it. Or just watch a video on how to do Facebook ads. They do change a little bit, but Facebook makes it pretty easy. And you kind of create your target and who you're going to send them to. And you put a picture up there. And, love to have you come join us at our church. That's all it takes. We usually do some type of benefit. And let the features be in the text. So, Sinclair Baptist, a safe place for children. Sinclair Baptist, a great place for families to grow closer to God. And so that's a benefit, see. And then join us at 11 o'clock Sunday morning. It's very, very simple like that. So put your benefit there and then put your features down there and put some of that. But that's a Facebook ad. The number 7 one that I have is what we call Facebook community groups. Now, Facebook community groups are something that you can get involved in, and there's all sorts of in every community, garage sale groups, kind of news and chatter type groups, community input type groups, and you can put some things in there and you can advertise at, like, say, for your church. I don't necessarily advertise as much as I talk about an event that is coming. A lot of it is event based. So hey community, just want to let you know we have this special speaker. He's going to be talking about evolution and creation and how that they contrast with each other. It's a very interesting topic. I wanted to invite everybody. It's going to be this Sunday morning at 9:30 or 11. Everyone is welcome. We'd love to have you, and we have a special thing we're doing for the children that day as well. Okay, so that's sort of a commenty type of thing, and you put that in your Facebook group there, your community group. So things like that, you can put a little picture with it, so people know where to come. And in the bottom, what I like to do is on the very first response, lots of times, is put the name and the address of the church right there, so I don't have to put it all in the text and make it too advertisey looking. You just put in the first comment. Oh, by the way, here's the address of the church. That type of thing. So anyway, that is the number 7 one, and that's a Facebook community group. We do a lot of training on this, and you can find some information online that we have on that as well at our YouTube page. And then number 8 is one more thing, and this is a Facebook is the word, selfie. And what you do is you get your phone and you turn your camera on, and you just tell people what you're preaching on Sunday and why they would benefit from it. Okay, so it's like, hey, this is Pastor Mike over here, Sinclair Baptist. Just want to let you know that this Sunday I am dealing with a topic that really affects probably almost everybody in our community. From young to old, we all have some dealings with depression. And if you'd like to learn what the Bible says about depression, what causes it, and how you can work your way out of it, please join us at 11 o'clock on Sunday morning. Click, and you're done. Okay? And you just make a little video of that. Now, what do you do with that video? There's several things that you can do, and if you are savvy with your smartphone, you already know some of this. You can text that out to some people. You can send that into those same Facebook things. You can put it on the ad. That's a little bit, you'd have to be really thinking ahead to get that done for the ad. But you can really put it in the community group. We do them in the community groups all the time. And then we also have a Facebook page for our church. And we have a Facebook group that tied to the people that attend our church regularly, and we would put that in there. In fact, our pastor here, our new senior pastor, he wrote something today, put a little video on there. He went over to the park and said, hey, folks, I'm standing over here in the park, and guess what? Tomorrow we're going to be having church in the park. And it was kind of neat to see the green trees and the grass, and, you know, church is going to be different for our church tomorrow because we're doing church in the park, and he posted that in several places. So that is, let's see, that's all the way up to number 8. We're getting really close to this bonus one here, the number 10 one. Number 9, okay, number 9. Oh, okay, number 9, we're going back to kind of some practical stuff, is posting. Okay, posting as opposed to blitzing. Posting is where you find the areas in your community that allow you to put a paper sign up, okay? Usually it's the front of some of the, you know, grocery stores or Walmarts or whatever. Laundromats are very good with this. Almost all large community, the bigger apartment buildings have kind of a central area where you walk in, you can do that. We have in our community probably about 13 different places where we can put something up and it stays up there for a few weeks. And so we basically get a piece of paper. You can do it colored. You can have little tear-offs on it, like I lost my dog, you know, it's got the phone number on it. You can do all sorts of things, but just get creative and put those posts out into your community for the big thing that you have got coming. And it could be just for every Sunday, but it's usually more event-based, you know. It's like we're doing this big family thing or family conference tomorrow, you know, or next Sunday, you know, put the dates on there. And you can have the little tear-off things on there. You can have, the big benefits on there. Make sure that you talk about, if you're needing some counseling, whatever, here's tear one of these off and we can get in touch with you. So that is number 9, and that is posting. And again, once you find those places, you can delegate that out to somebody, and that's an excellent thing that you don't have to do. You just got to print it up, hand them 13 pieces of paper, and boom, they get it done. You know, so it's great to have people to do all these things for us. You know, for years, and here's a kind of a bonus, we put little signs up around our community. Don't forget Sinclair Baptist tomorrow. Don't forget churches tomorrow, you know. And one of them says, Sinclair Baptist 5 miles ahead, and it's at a major intersection in our community, and it's set up right now. This is Saturday I'm recording this on, and it's set up there right now, and it says 5 miles ahead. People started calling us the 5 Mile Church. Hey, oh, you're the 5 Mile Church, okay? Because that's been up there. And we have all sorts of people that have come because we've done that. I started putting those up day one, okay, because they're important to me as a church planter. And really, all of us, if we're going to reach new young families, need to think of ourselves as a church planter. But now we have someone that comes and does that. And I was at the church a little bit ago. Guy walked in, hey, Nathan, how you doing? Yeah, he's putting signs up. Yep, and he's putting a bunch of them up around the community. And he has Saturdays off, and he takes a little bit of time, and he does that. And it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. And you can have people hand out these things, too. So if you want more people in your church, there's some work that you have to do. You have to think ahead. You have to hustle, and you have to do some delegating. All right, so number 10 here is the bonus, okay? And this is absolutely the knock 'em dead thing. I'm going to talk about this in another podcast on 3 things that you can do with your smartphone on a Saturday to get people into church on Sunday, all right? But here is what you do, is when you start gathering these texting things here, you start to build a relationship with every person that you have texted, and you say, hey, good to, how's your dog? Whatever it is happened to be when you're texting them and saying thanks for coming to church, and then you start to get back and forth with them. And then on Saturday, you send them a text that says, I am so excited about church. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. Hope to see you there, ? And you put a little question mark there, and they usually write back, and then you can talk a little bit. But you can send text out to all sorts of people by simply talking to your phone and having them send them out, or you can actually just type them in and copy and paste them if you want. There are those texting apps, that do all that, and we don't recommend those because they know they've been texted by an app. I like to write them a text and say, hey, hope you had a safe trip down to Denver and back. Hope to see you at church tomorrow, question mark. And hopefully they're going to write back and say, yeah, I'm going to be there, or won't be there, I'm still out of town, that kind of thing. But you text every single person you possibly can think of. I even text some of deacons and some of my regular people, like, hope to see you at church tomorrow. And they're going like, yep, I think I'll make it if I'm not sleeping in. It's sort of funny. I don't do that all the time, but having some fun with your people is good. But texting, you can send that out. Now, some people, you'll have to send it on Facebook Messenger, and then there's actually some people that you just physically call because they don't, we have some older people don't text, and I just call them and say, hey, I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. How you been? And I do that while I'm driving back and forth from church or whatever. But you can put out dozens and dozens and dozens, and you will get people to church. And that was number 10. That was your thing. Now, let me give you your bonus. And I know this has been a longer podcast, but this is gold stuff here that works. And here is number 10. All of the things that we just told you, you need to have your Sunday school teachers, your junior church people, your Bible study leaders, small group leaders, anybody that's got any kind of group, they need to do all those too. They need to hand out like the big things for the Thanksgiving dinner or the big event they're having, or they just need to email their people and say, hey, I'm really looking forward to seeing you Sunday. Wasn't that a great midweek thing that we did? Hey, I'm looking forward to being with you in our Sunday school, our adult Sunday school class coming up. I am so excited about teaching this message, out of Joshua, and it's going to be great. Hope to see you there, question mark, question mark, question mark. You get your people to do the same thing. In other words, your passion, your fervor for reaching people spills out of you and gets all over everybody. You get the DNA on everybody of what you have, and it is going to change your church, and you are going to put people in that church building, and it's going to give you an absolutely awesome Sunday. No sliminess, no sleaze, no used car salesman kind of stuff. Just hard work, no compromise, but just your efforts. So I want to leave that with you. So if this has been helpful, do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button. But more than that, if you are a first timer here, hit the subscribe button so we can get more. And you can even share this if you're doing this you're watching this on a podcast, or if you're doing this on YouTube. Please share this with another ministry team leader of some sort that needs this type of thing. So this is Mike here in Central Wyoming. To you, wherever you are around the world, God bless you. You guys have a great Lord's Day, and we will see you next time here on the Better Sundays podcast at reachkeep.com.